Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. The Arkansas Pollution Control and Ecology Commission has issued a stay of the Arkansas Department of Environmental Quality's decision to deny C&H Hog Farm's application to continue operating in the Buffalo National River watershed area. Operators of the Newton County farm must appeal the department's decision by February 10th to maintain that stay. If the farmers do so, the stay could continue until the appeal process is concluded. Attorneys for the farmers argued the stay would be granted on the grounds that failure to grant it would close the farm and cause irreparable harm to the farmers' livestock. Opponents, however, of the farm argued the stay could not be legally granted when the permit is not under review. If the commission had not approved the stay, the department would have asked C&H to submit plans to close and clean up the operation. 49-year-old Dina Lee Green has now been arrested following a domestic incident in which she allegedly attacked her boyfriend with a knife. Mountain Home Police Chief Kerry Manuel says the male victim said Green was intoxicated, and during a verbal altercation, he acquired Green's cell phone, and that's when she began hitting him and demanded the phone back. At some point, Green grabbed a butcher knife and began threatening the victim. The victim started recording the incident with his own phone, capturing Green demanding the phone and raising the knife in a threatening manner and stabbing the countertop. The victim then escaped and went outside to his vehicle. He then began recording again when Green approached him in the driveway. An 11-year-old juvenile was also present during that incident. Green has been charged with a felony count of aggravated assault, along with 2 misdemeanor counts, including endangering the welfare of a minor. Her bond has been set at $5,000. At the request of the girlfriend, the domestic battery charges filed against 21-year-old Ryan Anderson of Rural Mountain Home, stemming from a violent confrontation between himself and the pregnant live-in girlfriend, has now been dismissed. A reluctant Judge Gordon Webb approved the dismissal after the girlfriend, Joey Lewin, appeared in court and gave her reasons for seeking that dismissal. Judge Webb asked her at one point if the information she gave Baxter County deputies who responded to the altercation was the truth. Lewin had alleged that Anderson had pushed her and punched her in the nose. During the time the deputies were interviewing Lewin, they reported Anderson came outside and told the deputies that his girlfriend was not being truthful and that in fact she had attacked him. In court, Lewin changed her story, saying the fight was just something that got out of hand. She told Judge Webb the altercation in late June was a one-time event brought on by the stress the young couple was under at that time. The judge told Lewin and Anderson that by granting the request to dismiss the charges, he was in no way condoning Anderson's actions and that this must never happen again. The Boone County Election Commission met on Thursday afternoon and approved the Alpena School special election, which is set for March the 13th. The commission approved the using of the Alpena Community Center and the Boone County Election Center on that election day. There will be a week of early voting prior to the election day. Alpena School is asking voters to approve a $3.4 million property tax increase to build a new school. Superintendent David Westenhauer says that the estimated cost of the project is to about $5.2 million. An expanded parking area at the Boone County Regional Airport could finally become a reality if the Arkansas Department of Aeronautics approves a matching grant later this month. Airport Manager Judy McCutcheon says the plan was to expand the current parking lot for rental car companies to be using it. She said that Hertz and Express take up about 20 parking spots in the current parking lot, and the airport would like to have more space for airline passengers to park while on their trips. McCutcheon had submitted a grant proposal to the Aeronautics Department last October, but she was told that department wasn't taking any such request at that time. But she said that wasn't a major problem because the airport hopes to use the heavy equipment class of North Arkansas College to do much of the preparation labor, and that could get them started at least by the end of March. Paving will be contracted with a private company, but the college class could provide striping as well as placement of topsoil and sodding the side slopes as needed. Board members approved that project. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
For the month of November, Quality Feed Grains deals of the month include buy 8 bags of rice bran for only $6.50 a bag and get a 20-pound bag of BB2 deer supplement free. Roughage Buster 200-pound tubs of kettle supplement are only $96. And 12% all-purpose pellets formulated for all species, only $4.75 a bag. Quality Feed Grains with 2 locations, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison. Harness Boots and Shoes in downtown Harrison remains the leader in the most popular and durable footwear for women, men, and children. For the ladies, Harness Boots and Shoes features a wide variety of Birkenstocks and Birkenstock socks, plus winter boots from Merrill and Mucks, as well as Twisted X and short boots. For you men, Harness Boots and Shoes brings you the best variety in the area for work, dress, and casual wear, including brands such as Justin, Double H, Rocky, Georgia, and Wolverine. And the boys and girls have a wide selection to browse through too. Harness Boots and Shoes with outstanding customer service matched with layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. Ensures a shopping experience that will bring you back time and time again. Harness Boots and Shoes, 870-741-5750, or come on down and look for the Big Red Boot on the square at downtown Harrison.
Just a little spicy. With standard safety features, plenty of cargo space.
That's not hot for you?
No.
And advanced technology. The 2018 RAV4 is ready for any adventure. Right now, get $1,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months on the adventurous 2018 RAV4. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
The Arkansas Department of Health has confirmed about 150 people were exposed to measles after an ill traveler flew from Chicago's O'Hare International Airport to Little Rock National Airport. Officials say those exposed to measles include passengers on the United Flight 5314 on January the 10th, as well as people in the University of Arkansas at Medical Sciences Emergency Room on January the 11th. Chief Medical Officer Gary Wheeler says they should contact the health department to verify they have been vaccinated. Wheeler says that the ill passenger traveled from outside the United States for a new job in Arkansas and developed measles symptoms en route. And a Fort Smith man has been sentenced to 60 years in prison after pleading guilty to killing 2 brothers, 35-year-old Stanley Sam Ambrose. Ambrose Maraca faces first-degree murder charges in the January 2017 deaths of 48-year-old Roger Allen Woods and 32-year-old Bradley Scott Woods. Maraca pled guilty Wednesday to 2 counts of murder in Sebastian County Circuit Court. The mother of the Woods brothers read a victim impact statement at the plea hearing. Shirley Woods says that the deaths of her sons shattered their families. The prosecutor says the family agreed to the 60-year sentence. The judge says no appeal is possible. And the Roman Catholic Bishop of Arkansas says he'll skip an anti-abortion rally this weekend, saying the keynote speaker, Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, inappropriately pushed the state's aggressive execution schedule last year. Bishop Anthony Taylor said in his letter that Rutledge has good anti-abortion credentials, but efforts to execute 4 men undermine the claims that she is pro-life. Rutledge did not specifically address Taylor's criticism, but invited people to attend a rally to support the Sanctity of Life program. The new March for Life has been held for 40 years now. Arkansas's highest court says legislators can't waive the state's immunity from lawsuits, a ruling that critics on the court say would give the state king-like protection from legal challenges. In a 5-2 ruling, the court ruled a 2006 measure allowing lawsuits against the state for violating its minimum wage law conflicted with Arkansas's Constitution's granting of sovereign immunity from lawsuits. The court ruled against a former bookstore manager at a community college in Mena who sued the school for failing to pay him for working overtime. The two justices dissenting from the ruling say it could affect a wide range of cases, including whistleblower and Freedom of Information Act lawsuits. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue is visiting Arkansas next week to hold a roundtable discussion with the state's governor and to meet with various farmers. Perdue will be participating in the roundtable lunch with Governor Asa Hutchinson and the state's agricultural leaders at the governor's mansion. The event will include a question and answer session moderated by State Agricultural Secretary Wes Ward. Perdue is also scheduled to tour a farm in England in Lonoke County that same day. Before we take a look at this much warmer weather forecast as we head into the weekend, here's the way the stock market ended this week. A little cool this morning, not near as cold as we've had to deal with the past 8 to 10 days, but it warmed up nicely this afternoon. Boy, that sun felt really good. Got a lot of melting out there with the snow and ice, and 54 degrees was the afternoon high here at our studios. Well, we are definitely going to get back into a much warmer trend, at least for the next 10 to 12 days. Here's the way it looks. Moving through the weekend is going to be almost spring-like. They did almost take out the rain forecast for Sunday, although we do need a good rain. That would help even wash off some of the messy roads and settle some of the ground out there that's had frozen situations for the last 8 to 10 days, but looks like only about a 20% chance on Sunday now. But it's going to be nice weather-wise. Look at the forecast for the weekend. Tomorrow is going to be mostly sunny skies, particularly in the afternoon. High temperature of 56 degrees with a southerly wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Sunday, up to 62, maybe even 65 degrees in the afternoon under mostly cloudy skies, but it winds gusting anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a very windy day on Sunday, even though it will be mild temperature-wise. Kicking off the work week on Monday, mostly cloudy skies, 43 degrees. Lots of sunshine on Tuesday, up to 48. And then on Wednesday, partly cloudy skies and 53 degrees. So we're definitely going to thaw out. The ground's going to thaw out. Be careful if you step out in a field or in some area that's been frozen, because once this thaw comes, it's going to be no bottom type thing. You'll just sink down, probably to your knees if you don't watch it. But it's going to be nice to have much warmer temperatures. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Hello, Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. Whether you are making a resolution to live a healthier lifestyle in 2018 or you've been making health a priority for years, we want to be your go-to health food store for all the tools you need to make conscious food and supplement choices each day. At Nature's Wonders, you'll find a large variety of organic produce, organic and natural grocery, grab-and-go foods, a full espresso bar including smoothies, and the largest selection of supplements in the area. Our experienced, knowledgeable staff is waiting to help you find what you're looking for. When making healthy choices, we hope you'll choose Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 next to Thompson's Ace Hardware.
Baby, it's cold outside, but it's hot inside Shelby's baby department. We have warm swaddling blankets by Little Unicorn and soft plush animals and matching reading books by Jellycat. Our bath accessories and unique toys by Aiden and Anae and Cloud Bee make great gifts. Come by to see our ever-expanding clothing and accessories for babies and toddlers by Minnetonka. And cozy pillows in a variety of colors. Our baby books help make memories to warm any cold night. And don't forget our baby registries and free gift wrap.
In junior high hoops, Mountain Home won both of their boys' game at home against Harrison and split their girls' contest with the Harrison Lady Goblins. The Junior Bombers are now 16-1 after topping Harrison 48-30. Matt Jones pumped in 24 points for Mountain Home. Mountain Home won the 8th grade boys' game 34-25. Doug Harris scored 12 points and Reed Ellison added 10. The Junior Lady Bombers improved to 13-3 overall with a 41-33 decision over Harrison. Addison Yates led the way with 17 points and Kate Gilbert added 14. Harrison won the Junior Girls JV game by a score of 36-34. In high school bowling on Thursday evening, North Fork's Invitational was being held and at the Driftwood Lanes with 4 teams taking part in that contest. In the girls' action, North Fork won the event, finishing 49 pins ahead of Southside Batesville. Izard County was 3rd and Flippin finished in the 4th spot. The Lady Panthers were led by Maggie Anderson with games of 155 and 143. Macy Dillard shot a 155, and in the boys' action, Izard County finished 1st with 144 pins ahead of 2nd place North Fork. Southside Batesville was 3rd and Flippin came in 4th. James Palmer Jr. scored 19 points. Isaiah Rohde had a career-high 14, and Nebraska beat number 23, Michigan, 72-52 for the first win over the Wolverines since joining the Big Ten Conference. Nebraska led 32-21 at half and never let Michigan get closer than 10 points in the last 17 minutes of action. Moritz Wagner of Michigan scored a season-low only 2 points. Sophia Cunningham scored 20 points and grabbed 10 rebounds, and number 11 Missouri hit 12 three-pointers to roll to a 67-48 victory over Mississippi, giving the Tigers their best start in program history. Hannah Scotts had a career-best 4 three-pointers and tied a career high with 12 points, and Jordan Fredericks, had 12 points for the Tigers, who are now 4-1 in Southeastern Conference play. Well, Basketball Hall of Famer JoJo White has died at the age of 71. White was a 2-time NBA champion with the Boston Celtics and the Olympic gold medalist during the Olympics back in 1971. The Celtics announced his death and no cause was provided. The team says it is a terribly sad day. By White's passing, White was a star at Kansas before he was drafted by the Boston Celtics back in 1969. What a player, JoJo White. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. Enjoy the much warmer temperatures, and we'll see you again on Monday at this same time.